Hi everybody and welcome to our fishing report. Well, of course, whitebait is starting to come in reasonable numbers now, and of course they're very important for us in all our fishing. So the sea run fish eat them, the kahawai eat them, and fattens up trout real good. So make sure you get out there and have a bit of a go. Keep your ear to the ground, because I tell you, as the water gets a little bit warmer, you'll find more and more of them coming. As the days get longer, it gets easier and easier to catch them. And let's face it, nothing like a good feed of whitebait patties to keep you up and started for the day. The thing that I like about them though is they come into the mouths of our rivers and they're very good for other fish to feed on. And I know I've been down there in the past and done quite a bit of kahawai fishing, particularly at the likes of the mouth of the Waimakariri. Now we have an interesting situation at the moment, because the bottom part of the Waimakariri River is closed when it comes to fishing for trout and salmon and so on. And technically you're not allowed to go and fish down there with gear capable of that. Now to my mind this is a little bit stupid, because I've fished that mouth of the Waimak on many occasions, and I tell you, I have seen hundreds and hundreds of fish caught, and all that time I have seen one sea run trout caught on gear capable of catching them, and that time kahawai coming in huge numbers. So come on fishing game, let's just ease up on trying to enforce the regulation and understand that people who are down there with gear capable of catching other acclimatized fish are actually catching kahawai and enjoying it. Let's face it, they're great fun when you go out there and catch them. So if you do catch a trout or a salmon by mistake, you must let it go, let it back to the water in an unharmed fashion. So, you know, that to me seems like a reasonable way to get over it. But I love to go down there with my fly rod and catch kahawai, because they're great fun when they're caught on that live tackle. When it comes to sea run trout, we've also got great fishing around any of the river mouths that have got whitebait in them again. They come in, those sea run trout, on the back of the whitebait to have a good feed. So take down some decent gear to get there. Their soft baits are just fantastic if you can get into the bottom ends of the Huranui Waiau, or get even above the areas which are open for you to be able to use soft baits, like above the State Highway 1 bridge on the Waimak, the Rakaia, or on the Ashley. You can do really well with soft baits. Get out there and have a bit of a go. I tell you, if you can crack soft bait fishing, you'll be amazed at how well it will serve you through the whole season. Now when it comes to our other areas, here's another little gripe. I'd love to see a lake open all year round. And my question is, how come Lake Linden is closed? I mean, is it that important to fishery that it should be closed in May and this time of year? I know Lake Sumner's open, but if you've ever been there, you know it's a fairly arduous journey when you get a bit of a muddy day, and you need a decent sized four-wheel drive if you're going to be going up there in the winter. So again, I'm just putting these ideas out because I'd like to see the range of options which we have open to us increase in this day and age, where we seem to have so much of our fishing shrinking. Surely we can get ourselves another couple of fisheries which will be open that won't really impact on the fish numbers. And if they are going to impact on the fish numbers, let's go to a nil limit. Let's just let them go. Because let's face it, the reason for being out there as much as anything is just to be in the environment, to have a bit of fun, take a picture, and then come home. Doesn't matter whether you got a feed or not, does it? Let's talk about the canals. They're in pretty good shape at the moment. Water's quite clear in most of them compared to what it was earlier on, and even though the lakes are low, like Lake Tekapo and certainly Lake Pukaki, have really dropped in the amounts that they've got there, so there's not quite so much of flow at times. That flow is really important though if you want to catch fish. The more it's flowing, the better the fishing tends to be. There's not quite so many fish there, but the quality is still fantastic. Where else are you going to go to catch a fish that's going to be 20 pounds plus, or at least have the opportunity to do that? And if you do get a big one and it's surplus to your requirements, please put it back. It's a good thing for us to think for the future, because if we're going to kill everything, we're going to run out of fish that's going to be there. So let's make this an ongoing type of fishery that can support the pressure that's coming onto it, and you and I all have a responsibility with that. And also when it comes to the canal riverbanks there, make sure that you pick up your rubbish and take it away. I know that there's another canal cleanup day being organised, and if you look at our social media you will see closer to the time what's going to be going on there. But we love to see the place looking nice and pristine. The views down there are just magnificent. I was down there on the weekend and it's been a while since I've been there, and I just thought what a wonderful place to be. I just looked at the beauty of what is an amazing fishery and can't wait to get back there and have another go. When it comes to our local sea fishing, surfcasting is starting to come more and more into its own. it's great fun going out surf casting, and if you haven't done it much before, it's pretty straightforward if you can use the right bait to get some good results. Just to give you an idea, if you're going to go out and catch rig and elephant fish, great idea is to get hold of a crab net. Now, we sell these things, they're inexpensive. What you do with that is basically get hold of something like a chicken frame, and you connect it by cable ties or something similar to that to the base of the trap pot. You stick down off the pier. You'll be amazed how many crabs are around the pier. You put that down, wait for them to crawl on, lift it up, and you can get yourself quite a decent number of paddle crabs from about that big right up to that big, and keep them as fantastic bait. When you go out and do your fishing, use crab as a bait, because I think it's a great one to have. I mean, there are other things that you can use like squid and various other fish species, but if you take a crab and you bind it on with bait elastic, pop it out there, you'll be surprised just how well you can catch things like rig and elephant fish. They're great eating and good fun, and it just makes for a bit of variety when you're out there. Well, I hope you have a fantastic introduction into daylight saving, which isn't very far away. And of course, when that happens, it just feels like summer has finally arrived, and our fishing days seem to go up and up. So make sure you get yourself out there and enjoy your days. Come and see us, 484 Cranford Street, or go online, completeangler.co.nz, and we'd love to be able to give you some tips if you ring us up or come and see us. Cheers now.